Hi guys, this is Jess, the mad scientist, and this is our very first science experiment. Every Thursday, me and Miss Valerie are going to take turns doing science with you that you can do from your home. So today, we're going to be making lava lamps. Lava lamps are super cool, like groovy. Can you do that? Go, peace. Groovy. Yeah. All right, so I have my gloves on. I would recommend that because we're working with food coloring and it's gonna get on your fingers. I have my goggles because I want to for science. Yeah. And get a little smock because, you know, mess. The trays, always use trays because if stuff is bubbling and fizzing, it might bubble over and your parents will get very angry. You're going to need some sort of oil. I used vegetable oil when I tried it, but then I used up all the vegetable oil. So we're gonna try sunflower oil and hopefully the viscosity is correct. You can also probably use baby oil. I have a measuring cup. I have these little fizzy tabs, Alka-Seltzer. You could probably just use any brand. I have a little cup with the tabs in here. And then I have these little baby Tupperwares, and they are full of about a half a cup of water each, which I've pre-poured. These are just regular stirrers, and I have my food coloring here. And then on the right here, I have 4 regular glasses. I tried to do this in a vase, in a ragu glass jar, in a water bottle, and in one of these, and this was the best. So this is what I'd recommend. Also keep in mind, the bigger your container, the more oil you're gonna need to use, and then it just gets messy and you end up using all the oil, and you don't wanna do that. All right, let's get started. Woo! So first, we're going to do food coloring. Food coloring, you only need 1 drop. Just 1 drop. And as you can see, I'm not even trying, and I've already got it on my fingers. So that's the green. You notice how I match the little stirrers because I'm fancy like that. All right. Oh, that's a lot of blue. Okay, that's okay. And this one always gets me confused because it looks like red or orange, but go with the cap color. That's how you know. And that's yellow. Trust me, it will be yellow. And this is the actual red. All right. Now be careful because I've got dye on my gloves, which means if I touch other things, I'm gonna get dye on them. So while my hands are still clean, other things that I touch are gonna get messy. So we're gonna take the green and we're gonna do a little stir. Take the blue. I feel like this is like a Oscar the Grouch green. This is like Cookie Monster blue. We got Big Bird yellow. And we got Elmo red. I should be in charge of naming colors. That's awesome. Okay, so we don't need these little guys anymore. And now my magical trays. Whoa, so fancy. Be careful if you're using glass. This needs to be done with parental supervision. Okay. These are the fizzy tablets. I'm only using 2. So you take the first one and you're gonna break it up into little pieces. And they go right in there. I'm using 1 tab for these 2. And then I've got this other tab here. I'm gonna break it up and put it in here like so. Okay. Now, according to my trusty directions, we put in color tabs, vegetable oil, or your oil of choice. And it says about 3/4 full, but I don't know how much I'm actually going to be able to do with how much I have. So let's just do about that. And just kind of high enough so that we're gonna be able to see the reaction. And remember, now that you're dealing with oil, things are going to be slippery. So also be careful with that, although the gloves will give you a nice grip. Okay, now we're going to do we do the color? Yes, oh, we do the color. Okay, so very carefully green goes in. Oh, things are happening. Okay, blue goes in. I wonder which one's gonna look the coolest. Yellow goes in. Wow, this is so awesome. Why buy a lava lamp when you can make them yourself? Check that out, guys. That is so cool. See the fizzing and the bubbling? Check that out. All right, I'm gonna read you some fancy science now. The water and oil do not mix, and the oil doesn't change color because the food coloring is water soluble. The Alka-Seltzer reacts with the water to make bubbles of carbon dioxide. The bubbles attach themselves to the blobs of colored water and bring them to the top of the glass. When the bubbles pop, the globs of colored water fall back to the bottom of the glass. I think these are even cooler than real lava lamps. And then you can just kind of like mellow out and chill. I think my favorite, I don't know, I really like how the red's going. But I like the blue because it almost looks like the little bubbles are blue. It looks like the fizz is fizzing out. Let's try something else. What would happen if we stir it? Let's see what would happen then. So we're mixing it together. So you've got more of the water and the oil mixing rather than just gently pouring it on the top. It looks like they're trying to mix together. You can see the little bubbles. You know, you get tinier bubbles. Ooh, pretty. I like it. So if you want more fizzes, break some more of these off and you put them in and it'll just start fizzing up again. Just be careful not to get too close to the top because you will have a fizz overflow. And that is science. We did science. That was fun, right? All right. So, Jess, the mad scientist, lava lamps, using adult supervision, and I'll see you guys soon. Groovy, peace out.